So yeah, my name is Mario. It's an Italian name, I guess.
It's weird. Jewish. My name's Mario. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Hi, I'm Mario.
People, old Italians will come up to me and be like, "Hey, paisan!" And I'm like, "Yeah, I get it." Like that. Italian, the way that like a guy walking around in a cowboy hat in South Tampa is a cowboy. Like, I had a great uncle who
made a plate of pasta once. Like that's about it for how Italian I am.
I didn't choose my name, my parents did. I feel like if I could choose my name, I would have gone with something that matches my personality. Like Jackknife or something. When I look at myself in the mirror, I think, Jackknife. My name's Mario. I'm not even like Hispanic, and like it was Cinco de Mayo yesterday, right? And you know, all the comics yesterday were making racist jokes. I don't really like racist jokes, especially about Hispanic people. I feel like racist humor really crosses a border. I mean, crosses a line. Yeah, I'm also Jewish. This is how Jewish I am. In my head, my fucking stupid Jew brain was going like, "Oh, of course he's leaving the Jews for last." He's Mario. He doesn't know I'm Jewish.
I was looking really scraggly for a while. I was looking kind of like you a little bit, but worse. Like I was looking real. Like I looked like someone who has a lot of opinions about the Jews. And then like I got this haircut and this trim, and I still look like someone who has a lot of opinions about the Jews. I just also look like I have a blog about it.
I've been trying to work on myself. I've been trying different self-help. You guys work on yourselves? Nah, you guys won't. We're at a bar on a Thursday night. Yeah, I tried yoga. You guys try yoga? What's up? I don't get it. My yoga instructor told me that I should listen to my body. I was like, "Are you sure?" And she said, "Listen to your body." So I listened to my body, and now my yoga instructor has a restraining order out on me. I'm also straight, which is like boring, I guess. Like,
We're the minorities.
yeah, straight people. When are we gonna have our day? I don't know.
So you guys married? No, dating? Is she your mom? Daughter?
If you're dating, and especially if you're a guy who's dating, every woman you meet either has a kid or is into crystals. And between those two, I'll take the kid, obviously. But dating's weird, right? It's weird, especially when you don't really get to know someone with the swiping and stuff.
So one girl online, she asked me if I was into kinky stuff, and that ended up being the first girl I ever tied to the bed. Pretty cool, I guess.
I met another girl who told me she wanted to read my chakras. That was the first girl I ever tied to the railroad tracks. Annoying bitch. Now I'm engaged. So that's the first girl who's ever going to tie me up in debt.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. She makes more than me. Respect women. No, I don't have to worry about that because I'm engaged to a very lovely lady, and she's actually cool. Which, how many guys can say that your wife, girlfriend, fiance, chick is actually cool? It's kind of weird, right? It's a weird thing, and then you kind of feel it's not good for comedy, right? It's really bad for stand-up, right? Because stand-up you're supposed to be like, "Oh, I'm getting married, and now I'm not allowed to like eat pickles or whatever." And like, my girl's actually cool, and I don't know how to talk about that. It's weird. It's like I realize that saying that sounds kind of like being one of those guys who's like, "Oh, my cat's really more like a dog." But she is cool. And my cat is more like a dog.
TV, I wasn't brought up with a lot of like cool women on TV. Like
when I was in high school, the coolest chick on TV was a girl in Juno. You guys remember the movie Juno? Yeah, she had a sense of humor all throughout the movie, and the movie it didn't really make a lot of sense.
She's a high schooler, she gets pregnant, and she goes through all this crazy stuff. There's a pedophile involved for some reason. And I'm not talking about the people who wrote the movie. Hollywood.
And I remember that movie, like, it wasn't really relatable. It didn't make a lot of sense. But in hindsight, it turns out that Juno's been a man this whole time. So of course she had a sense of humor.
What the?
That apparently Juno's been a man the whole time. So, of course she was funny.
It turns out Juno's been a man this whole time? So, of course she was funny. I think I got the light.
Yeah, what are we drinking tonight? What do we like here? Kava? Kratom? Kratom? Yeah, like I literally, like my second thing of Kratom just hitting, I'm getting the shakes, man. I love it. Like back in the day, I used to like rail Percocets, and that was cool. But no one told me that you could get the same thing out of a drink called a Blue Sunshine. Suck that shit down, dude. Yeah. Anyone else fucking hungover?
Woo!
Yeah, I'm hungover as fuck, dude. I was watching that show Power Slap last night. In Power Slap, there's one character named Jesus, and there's another guy whose name, he actually goes by Jesus. And I thought that was kind of weird, and I remember like Jesus spinning his fraternity the other cheek. That's a slapping joke. Fuck off. I usually talk a lot faster, but this Kratom's got me dragging, dude. I fucking love this shit, though. Like, I love that, like, if you go to a bar and you get wasted and you're driving home swerving all over, you'll get a DUI. You go to a kava bar like this, you get so fucked up, you're, drooling all over yourself, slurring words, forgetting your stand-up. You go home, you're swerving all over the road, a cop pulls you over, he'll breathalyze you. You'll be free to go if you're white. If not, you guys bring cans? Who brought cans tonight? Be honest. Yeah. I all the cans I bought are cans that I want. Whatever happened to just donating money to things, right? Oh, so they gotta be bulk cans? I did have a whole bunch of cans of Bud Light, but then I heard that those weren't accepted at these establishments anymore. Don't know what I'm gonna do with those. You can't really do like street drugs anymore because of all the fentanyl, right? Like that shit's scary as hell, right? Like can't even do coke anymore. There's fentanyl in it. So Al, you chose a great time to get sober. But I was thinking like, fentanyl now is kind of like how AIDS was back in the day, in that both of them only kill people who deserve it. I'm just kidding. I realize I know what I look like. I know I look kind of scraggly. Like I know I look like someone who's like proud of not being vaccinated. The crowd goes quiet because you're all proud of not being vaccinated. I look like one of those people like, I get that fucking vaccine! Yeah, I know I look like that. And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not vaccinated, but, like, I don't care. It's not because it's like some moral whatever, like, I just forgot. Like, I forgot, I didn't want my job to know, so I just forged a vaccine card. Never made a paper. It's not hard to do. Like, oh, the vaccine passport is tyranny unless you have a printer. So, it's weird being, like, older, because, like, I mean, getting older, right? Like, I'm in my 30s now, and a lot of my friends have kids. And when your friends have kids, that inevitably means that they want to show you pictures of their kids. And I don't know what, I literally don't know what to do when someone shows me a picture of their kids. Like, and it's always like out of nowhere too. I'll be at work like hungover on like a Wednesday. I'll be like, how you doing? They'll be like, look at my kid. What do you say to that? What the best I could figure out was nice. The last time I met a baby, it was a baby of an interracial couple friend, so like I had to pretend I was interested. And and so I was just like, hi! And she started crying. So my new tactic with babies is to just do the exact same thing that works with my cat, which is just stare at it and blink slowly. Parents love that. It's a surefire way to not have to hold the baby. Because that's when you meet someone's baby, the whole like goal is to not have to hold it, right?
Do you guys like yourselves? I'm in the right place. The referee over here says a little bit. It's funny, like if I ask that to like a younger crowd, sometimes they'll be like, yes! And I'll be like, what, did you take a class or something? And this one chick really proudly went, I did! I was like, okay. Nice.
I don't know, I've been wanting to like do crowd work lately because I fucking hate crowd work. Do you guys like crowd work?
Yeah.
I'm talking to the comedians. Like, do you guys do you guys like doing crowd work?
When I run out of bits, yeah.
Here's the thing, like, I don't like doing crowd work because when I'm in the crowd, the minute a comedian starts going like, hey, what do you do? I immediately like shrink back into my seat. I fucking don't want to be called on at all. Right? Because basically all crowd work is asking a guy like, hey, what do you do? And then asking a girl like, hey, you ever fuck a black guy? That's all crowd work, right? And if it was reversed, I could just be like, occasionally, but like, I don't want to answer what do I do? Because I work in a hospital. And like, that's not funny. Except. Working in a hospital is hilarious. The other day, I literally texted my fiance this. I was like, I just went into a room with a dead lady. That was my favorite patient of the day. There's no joke there. It's just true. I'm a hospital therapist, so I have to listen to people's bullshit all day, right? It's really like invalidating. Like people are like, "Oh, hospital work, that's essential work." Not my job. In treatment team meetings, literally the doctors will be like, "I'm giving him this medication, and it'll save his life." And the nurse will be like, "And I just did CPR on him, and that saved his life." And I'll be like, "And he told me he was sad." That's all I got. Yeah, it's not essential work. Therapists are not heroes. I actually, in real life, am a therapist. I've been doing a lot of online therapy. I'm not on one of the websites you guys probably know about. I'm on a website called justanswer.com. And this is true. You can go on justanswer.com and find me there. And this is a site where people just ask questions. And people who are supposed to know stuff about stuff, actually answer your questions. So you can go on there and ask a lawyer, like, hey, can I sue my uncle? And the lawyer will be like, yeah. And and people go on and ask me questions. It's kind of weird, man. It's like if BetterHelp is the McDonald's of therapy, then Just Answer is just like a vending machine of therapy. Like cheese crackers of therapy. I'm the Nabisco of therapists, I guess. But I can come up with 5 more of those, but I'll spare you. So occasionally I'll be logged on to Just Answer late at night, and someone will start asking questions, and they'll have all these reasons right off the bat of why they should kill themselves. And then they ask me, should I kill myself? And I'm supposed to be a therapist. A lot of times they make really good points. And then, I start to answer, and then I'm up late at night watching a show like Power Slap. I fall asleep on the couch. I wake up the next morning, the questions disappeared. So I figured they just got better. Some counseling. Was it good? Did it work?
They were nice.
I'm leaving.
That's about the best it got. Best review I've ever had was like, it was nice.
You wouldn't know it from that last joke, but I actually am a therapist in real life. And for my day job, which I really hope to quit one day, I work in a hospital. And hospitals are weird places, man. Like, I've seen some fucked up shit in hospitals. Like, no, I haven't ever seen a doctor like pretend that a patient had COVID who didn't, but I have seen a doctor baker at someone just for speaking Spanish. Right? In hospitals,
When you're in a hospital, you might hear some codes overhead, right? You might hear them say like a code blue, code red, code gray. And those codes are things that like the staff are supposed to know about, right? That they don't want to worry you guys about, right? So they use an overhead code system to like tell the staff there's an emergency. So like, so for instance, code red is a fire, right? Something else that they might be experiencing, cardiac arrest, code blue, for obvious reasons, you turn blue. Right?
Or if there is an infant abduction, we say code pink, which is just the cutest code ever. And
This is totally fucking true though. In some hospitals, instead of those codes, they decided we want to like not alarm the patients at all. So we're going to come up with our own secret little puns that we're going to use, where we're going to say paging doctor, and then it's like a doctor, like a pun based on what it is. So like for security, they say paging Dr. Strong. Get it? You know? Yeah, I know. I didn't make that up, but I also didn't make up this one. Literally for a fire, they say paging Dr. Inferno, which is way worse than hey, there's a fire. Right? And, or if you're ever in a hospital and you hear them say paging Dr. Inferno, and that's a real thing. I thought that was ridiculous. That means fire. Right? Like, that's even scarier than just saying, hey, there's a fire! But I thought those were bad. Till I heard some of the other ones they used. I thought those were bad
and I thought that was crazy. Until I found out some of the other codes they use. Want to hear them?
For instance, for a dementia patient on the loose, they actually say paging Dr. Biden. For a dementia patient on the loose, they say paging Dr. Biden. Poor Grandpa Joe. For a bomb threat, they say paging Dr. Mohammed. I know! How rude is that? Like, there's like 7 Dr. Mohammeds at my hospital. How am I supposed to know which one planted the bomb? And when they need someone to come and sedate a patient, they say paging Dr. Huxtable.
They say paging Dr. Huxtable.
And when they need a patient to be sedated, they say paging Dr. Huxtable. I'm Mario, have a good night. I'm gonna get on stage. My name's Mario. Thank you very much.
Thanks, I'm Mario. Have a good night.
Mario Marano, everybody, make some noise for him. And we were having a secret meeting. I was sucking on his dick.